What is up, Montana sports fans? You've just stepped into Wide Left Sports, where the stories are real, the passion is loud, and the athletes come first. This isn't just another sports show. This is Montana. Small towns, big dreams, long nights, early mornings, and people who flat out love the game. From Friday night lights to summer ball under the sun, from gym floors to turf fields. If it matters here, we're talking about it. Today's episode is another chance to give Montana athletes the mic and let them tell their story the right way. So settle in, turn it up, and get ready, because this is Wide Left Sports. But first, here's a word from our sponsors. Wide Left Sports is proudly sponsored by TDS Fiber, bringing fast, reliable internet to Billings and beyond. Whether you're streaming the big game, uploading content, or just trying to keep the whole house connected, TDS Fiber delivers the speed you need without the lag. Check availability in your neighborhood and make the switch today. TDS Fiber, internet built for real life. Hello, welcome to Wide Left Sports. Today I am joined by former West High Golden Bear and current Texas Tech Red Raider football player Moose Ludwig. Moose, how are you doing today?
Good. How about yourself?
I am doing really good, really good. So my first question is kind of what gave you your love for sports? I know you played multiple sports in high school, so what gave you your love for sports?
Honestly, just grew up with my dad being a strength coach, just growing up around being in that college environment and seeing those guys compete, and just growing up in the weight room, really gave me my drive and my passion to be in the athletic world.
Awesome. And then, obviously you juggled quite a few sports growing up, but what ultimately made football the one that you decided to be a collegiate athlete for?
I kind of always just naturally had a love from it growing up. My heart just really stuck to football, and it's just been my passion ever since I was a little kid.
I love that. So walk me through the last couple of years with West High. First question is, what did it mean to you to put on that West High uniform and get to wear the black and gold on every Friday night?
It means everything to me. West High built me to be where I am now today, and representing the Bears just means everything to me and my family, and it's just been an awesome part of our journey to be here in Billings.
That's awesome. And then walk me through the season. You guys had a really great season this last year. Came up a little short to the juggernaut that is Glacier. But what was that like to kind of have that last ride of your senior year and do so well?
It was awesome. The bond with that team was unreal. We were holding Bible studies together to help each other on and off the field and grow with Christ. And just the relationships that were built throughout the season made it mean so much more to every single one of us. I'll always miss high school football, especially with this most recent team, and just the grind with them and knowing that they'll always have my back, even now that football's over and we're no longer teammates on the field, but we'll always be brothers off the field. So
I love that. So as I got to watch a few of your guys' games the last couple of years, you and CJ, the quarterback, had a really good connection. And so how did you guys build that to where, he trusted you and you trusted him, and it was just a really solid connection?
Honestly, the chemistry really started building just outside of football, just as friends, and just bonding over Christ and over our relationships with him, and just becoming good, strong friends together really helped us sit on the same level when it did come to being on the gridiron. And when it came to him making reads and find ways to get me the ball, it always just came natural. And we just built a super strong chemistry together.
That's awesome. So now as you look back, you're at Texas Tech now. What is your favorite memory of West High?
Oh. My favorite memory, honestly, might be the post-game celebrations with the teammates in the locker room. Those were always super fun to be a part of. And, you kind of really just saw all the hard work really pay off with how much joy and how much passion there was with each other, and how happy it truly made everyone. Um, I mean, those memories will never be forgotten. But uh, I mean, every single moment wearing a West High jersey was, I knew I was in my favorite place. So.
Oh, that's awesome. So you also played basketball in high school, and you know, how did playing basketball help you on the football field and with your football career?
I mean, it helped a lot, especially being a tight end and needing to go up and go high point the football. Doing that same thing with basketball, going up and get a rebound. It helped a lot, especially with explosiveness, being able to jump and move side to side laterally, quick and react fast. It just helped in so many tremendous ways, and that's probably the biggest reason why I'd advocate for athletes to be multi-sport athletes.
Oh, for sure, for sure. So at West, I'm going to say you got a little spoiled with the head coaches there, in Coach Stanton and Coach Dara. And so, what did it mean to you to have them as your coaches? You know, Coach Stanton for 4 years and Coach Dara for three.
I mean, it means everything. I mean, I've built an unreal relationship with them. Uh, I mean, I consider them family now, just with how close I've gotten with them over the last few years. I mean, just coming in here when I first came to tour it, Coach Stanton and Coach Dare were the first two people I saw in the building. So from the get go, it was they were always in my hip pocket, and they were always there for me to support me and just help me get through all things.
I love that. So now let's talk about your recruiting process because for a lot of kids in Montana, your recruiting process doesn't happen. And so let's talk about just how crazy it was for you as the athlete to have all of these big schools coming after you and wanting you as a football player.
hmm I mean, it was an awesome opportunity to have all these colleges come out and see me perform, and for me to kind of just live up to the dream that I always imagined for myself. And it kind of just shows all the hard work does pay off, and it does get recognized. I mean, you're starting to see more recruitment starting to happen with the class after me now. Uh, I mean, and all it does is take one person to expose the entire state. And it's awesome to see that Montana football is now getting more recognition. I mean, you look at Montana State; those two teams have been in the national championship the last few years, and 60% of their roster is all in-state kids. So for the state of Montana to get more recognition, and for me to be kind of a guy to help that happen, just means so much more.
For sure, for sure. So, what ultimately led you to take your talents down to Lubbock and suit up as a Red Raider?
I mean, just the relationships that I had with Joey McGuire and Coach Cochran, the tight ends coach down there. I mean, previously I was committed to University of Michigan, and then all kind of things kind of just happened naturally. And throughout the entire process, though, while I was committed, they still had a relationship with me. It was never about this new NIL world of money. It was never about football. It was just true relationship. Hey, we're here for you and your family, um, and just the relationship I had with them was unreal.
That's awesome. So, what has it been like? You've been down there for almost 2 months now.
Yes.
And so, what has it been like for you to be down there and really get engrossed in practice and all of that? And, of course, school, too.
Yeah, it's been awesome. I love every second of it. I love the grind. I love the teammates and how much they push you each and every day. And I love just learning about the game of football so much more and at such a higher level. And I mean, I've just been having a blast.
That's awesome. And then, I've watched YouTube videos that show off different facilities across the country, and of course, Texas Tech was one of them. And um, their facilities are second to none when it comes to the football. So, what is it like to get to call that home?
I mean, it's kind of unreal. Some people do call it the football resort just because of how nice it is and uh, how much there is and how big it is. Um, it's unreal to be able to walk in there and have everything you could ever want and ever need, every meal you could ever need, all kinds of treatment. The weight room is massive; it's huge, um, and it's just this really special place to be.
That's awesome. So let's talk about the weight room a little bit. I mean, obviously, you went into Lubbock already a beast and already huge, but what has that regimen been like for you in the last 2 months that you've been there?
It's been awesome. With my dad being a strength coach and helping me prepare for that stuff, and even Coach Mark here at West High helping me prepare. It's been a smooth transition for sure. And those two making sure I'm very knowledgeable in the weight room and what I'm doing and why I'm doing it has helped me tremendously there, and has kind of put me ahead with that kind of stuff. And it's just been awesome being able to grind with the new teammates and put in the hard work. So
For sure. So, um, we mentioned the um, exposure of Montana athletes due to like recruitment of yours and stuff like that. So, for any future Montana athletes that have a shot to go down to Texas Tech like you, what is kind of your selling point that got you to go to Texas Tech?
my selling point was relationships. The thing that really pushed me throughout all of my recruitment was what kind of relationships do I have. I would advise athletes to never bring up money ever, especially with this new modern day and age. That's kind of a lot of conversations that kids are only having now, and it kind of takes away the purpose of football. Because if you don't have a solid relationship with where you're at, you're just gonna kind of be miserable with the option that you made. Because that relationship is worth more than the zeros on the check. That's for sure.
For sure. And so then, as you're going into the spring, obviously you're going to have spring ball, and then the summer break, and then obviously you're going right into the football season. So, what are you looking most forward to in the coming months?
Just the process and just the training and the preparation for this next season. I'm excited to see what God has in store for me and what the process looks like, and I'm ready to take on the journey.
That's awesome. Then I have to ask too, because it's pretty rare that a an NFL player is the brand that is the jersey, and I know that Texas Tech has some Patrick Mahomes jerseys. So, what is it like to get to wear those, and have that Patrick Mahomes logo on your jersey?
I mean, it's super cool seeing him as the front runner and the kind of guy that models Texas Tech. Growing up watching him on the TV, and now that I get to wear his stuff at the school that he played at is a super cool experience and super cool thing to be a part of.
That's awesome. And so, we talked a little bit about NIL and how you don't want that to be what you lead in with. But here in Montana, you kind of started a new thing where high school athletes can get paid. And so, talk to me about that and how that all started for you. And I know you had a partnership with Scooters, and just how all that kind of happened for you.
It kind of just happened naturally with me having already kind of a big name out there, and we just saw an opportunity to help benefit myself and possibly other athletes in the future, and wanted to take opportunity of it. I mean, because NIL can be very helpful for families and for people.
Yeah,
Wanted to take advantage of it because it would be kind of dumb to just let it sit there and not do anything about it.
for sure. So then, what started the partnership with Scooters? I know, there were quite a few times where you went in at like 6 in the morning before practice and were um, at the drive-through window. So how did that kind of happen?
Just connecting with people and just talking. Finally made a connection and worked things out and kind of just got things started.
That's awesome. So then, on top of that, you started your own apparel brand. And so, where did the um, where did the inspiration come for that, and how has that been since you've launched that?
The inspiration really came from how many people we saw showing up to games and to junior year with their own custom Moose stuff. And even for basketball games, them showing up with their own stuff that they kind of just made on shirts. And we saw that opportunity. We're like, we got to make our own stuff because we know we're seeing people who are making their own. So why not make it yourself, and make a logo that represents you and football and all things about you and hard work. So we struck the chord with that one.
That's awesome. And
Yep.
I know one of your biggest inspirations too is your brother Nick, who sadly is no longer with us. And
hmm
so, how do you think he is feeling right now, looking at you and seeing where you're at?
I mean, I pray that he's proud of what's going on, and happy with where we're making it. I mean, we used to dream of these moments together, and I do wish that he was here to experience it with me, to be on the sidelines during football games, to be a part of the facility, to be part of all things with me. And some people might not think that he isn't anymore, but he truly is a part of everything, with every step, even to this day, and in continuing forward.
I love that, and I know that you are doing a football camp um, in his honor this summer. And so, talk to me a little bit about that and what all that's going to entail and everything like that.
It's really an opportunity for kids to come out and just play football and experience a camp. We're going to have a lot of collegiate athletes coming out, former collegiate athletes coming out just to come coach and have a great time playing football. And really, this camp is for an organization called Five Beats for Nico. It's an organization used to help kids with cardiac issues. Um, Help them financial ways and all other kinds of ways that we can find, just to help families, because being a family that was in those situations are hard, and if we can help out in any ways, that's what we're looking to do.
I love that. And so, when is that camp? Um, and where is it going to be? And what are some of the details to get signed up so the kids can get in on this?
All the details. We do have an Instagram page and a Facebook page called Five Beats for Nico. There's a flyer on there that does have all the information. It's going to be here in Billings on May 16th, and we're just excited to get as many kids as we can here, and uh, I mean, just have fun playing football and uh, do everything we can to help kids with cardiac issues.
I love that. So my next question is about your family. I mean, I've texted your mom a few times here trying to get this interview going when you were busy because I know you are super busy. And so, what does it mean to have the support of your family and just have them 100% behind you through all this?
I mean, it means everything to me. They've helped me out with everything, and they've always been my biggest support system throughout this whole process. And I mean, it makes the process so much easier, knowing that I have them in my corner no matter what. And I just love the support they've given me throughout my entire life.
That's awesome. And so, as we're kind of wrapping this up, I just got to know some quick hitter things. So, right now, for you, what is your hype up song?
I don't listen to a lot of hype up music because I kind of got to call myself for games. So I have like three songs. One of them, Pearl Jam, Just Breathe. I listen to that one. Uh, I listen to a little bit of Lumineers too, just to kind of like set my mind straight and just kind of calm down. So,
Awesome. I love that. The opposite. You're kind of just wanting to
yep,
zen out and calm down. I love that.
yep.
Awesome. And then, do you have like a pregame ritual? I know a lot of sports are very superstitious. So, do you have something that you like have to do every game?
Yeah, so I'm very big on routine, and that's also a very big thing, a very big preaching point down at Texas Tech is making sure you have a routine. So my routine on game days is, I mean, meal is always shrimp, chicken, and rice. That's always my pregame meal, and then I have an order of ways I take certain uh, hydration drinks, and I do certain stretches in a certain order, uh, just to make sure I'm on top of it and I have the same routine every single time. And I have a playlist that goes in a certain order every single time. So I time it up when I walk on the field. A certain song is playing, no matter what.
I love that. And so then, you know, obviously this fall, when you are walking out for the first time at Texas Tech with a full crowd that's going to be rambunctious because it's Texas football in the fall, how excited are you going to be for that?
I'm super excited. I mean, this is an opportunity I've always dreamed of, and I just can't wait to be out there and see the dream starting to be fulfilled.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, Moose, I want to thank you so much for coming on today, talking to us about Texas Tech and talking to us about everything you have going on. I thank you for coming on during your spring break.
Yeah, of course, of course. Thank you for having me.
Of course, you have a great rest of your day.
All right, yep, you too.
All right, that's going to do it for this episode of Wide Left Sports. If you liked what you heard, hit that subscribe button, share it with a friend, and keep spreading the word because this platform grows when Montana sports fans show up for other Montana athletes. These stories matter, the work matters, and the passion around sports in this state is something truly special. Huge thank you to our sponsors for helping us make this possible, and thank you for listening, supporting, and riding with us. We've got more conversations coming, more athletes to highlight, and more Montana stories to tell. Until next time, keep supporting local sports, keep cheering loud, and keep it right here with Wide Left Sports.